Peninsula chimps, start with an NG in that bottom right island. As left as you can, not too high up, because we need to put a dart above this guy. And that's going to be our starting setup. So take your time, place the dart above the NG. And yeah, you can click play. This run is really easy. The strat is very effective and not difficult at all. This run in particular looks a little bit more laboured than it needs to be because I didn't really remember the strat, so I was kind of just playing it by ear. When you can, get a sub and put it below the first island. And put it on strong, very important. Make sure the sub's on strong. So once you can, oversized nails on the NG. The NG's a pretty underrated tower, especially for starting off. Sadly, Balloon Trap doesn't do shit in chimps, but Double Gun is still very strong. You should get pinned now. I get it a bit later. As you can see, it doesn't actually matter, but you will need to get it before you can get Psy. So there you go, there's pin. And yeah, now we just save up a little bit for Psy. 15's a bit of a hard round usually, but because we have pin and the sub, it will be a little bit close, but fine. After 15, you should turn off auto start. I forget to, but just put Psy in the top left corner, as top left is humanly possible in that green patch. Take your time, and don't mess up the placement. We need to put 2 snipers there. Get larger service area as soon as you can. You do actually need this to beat the next few rounds after you get Psy. Then you get double gun on the NG, and now we should be pretty set. So when you can, get a sniper, put it below Psy as left as humanly possible. The placement isn't too perfect, just make sure left as possible. It doesn't need to be very, pixel perfect. That's fine. Get full metal jacket and put him on strong. Don't get night vision quite yet, because we're going to get another sniper and put him below the first sniper. Again, as left as possible. This placement is even less tight, but just follow what I do and you'll be totally fine. Get fast firing on the second sniper. Get it even faster firing. And then night vision goggles and shrapnel shot on the bottom sniper. So during round 32, turn off auto start because it makes placing the villages a lot easier. The first village is going to go to the right of Psy as high and right as possible. Take your time, the placement isn't too difficult, but just take your time with it. And then buy the discount upgrades on them when you can, on the village when you can. I'd recommend taking the next about 10 rounds. Not slow, but just with auto start off, because there's some preparation you need to do. 36 is a bit hard. That's the hardest round of the run, actually. So yeah, 35, no problem. 36, we are going to use size ability, but we'll get to that when we get to it. So on your top sniper, get night vision goggles and shrapnel shot before 36, and then get a second village below the first village as high as you possibly can. The marker you want to look at is the campfire should be just barely touching that kind of circular rock. The circular shape on the rock next to the grass. So where the second campfire is, it should be right at the top of that little circle. It's not too difficult a placement. You shouldn't have any problem with it, but just make sure you get it right because it is important. So 36, blast size ability on the final wave of pinks. Don't buy a heli yet, buy the discount upgrades on the second village first. And then buy bigger radius on the top village so that the heli will be in range of both villages when you place it. So during round 38, buy the heli. There should be a good amount of space for you to place it. Don't worry about any other towers, just when you see the white, just put it down. We're not going to place any more towers there, so don't worry. Get quad darts on it, and then get pursuit when you can. During 39, get faster darts and faster firing. Make sure you have auto start off before 39. Before 40 I mean, so during 39. Get large caliber at the end of 39. And now you can click play, slow it down, blast size ability when the Moab's in range, and you'll have no problem. You can speed it up again. There you go. Easy peasy. And yeah, this is kind of the basic skeleton setup. We're going to be upgrading all of these towers. And this is how we're going to beat this map. This is one of the easiest setups I've ever come up with. So yeah, you will definitely enjoy this run. It's super easy, very, very easy to replicate. So this is the easy black border. Get jungle drums on the top village before 42. And at the end of 42, clear the right island, and then put down a Spactory. Press play, get smart spikes, and the upgrade before that, I forget what it's called, long reach. You can get faster production first or long life spikes, it doesn't actually matter, nothing makes it to the end during these rounds, so it's fine. But make the Spactory a 023 when you can, and then get an ALK and place it next to the Spactory. And obviously give it top path, so 200. So you should be getting Berserker Brew right now. I didn't do it for some reason, because I think I thought I needed to get Radar Scanner, but I didn't. Make your bottom sniper a 032, so get Bouncing Bullet on the bottom sniper. And then upgrade the ALK to a 300 and then a 320. Before round 50, you should have enough money during 49 to get Moab Shove. So once you can, get Deadly Spikes on the Spactory. And then get Stronger Stim on the Alchemist. Once you've done that, get Grow Blocker on the second village, and then Radar Scanner. Just so that the heli can hit camos, because at the moment he can't. He's the only tower that can't, of the ones that are placed in that top island right there. So don't worry if Moabs get too far back, because Moab Shove will just push them back before they hit the spikes, and Sai's last attack will kill the ceramics that come out of them, so no worries. Now we're just going to save up for Comanche defense. The funny part about this run, actually, is the MVP tower is, I mean, I guess it's Comanche Commander, which we will be getting, but the one that actually saves the run is Elite Sniper, because you can't actually beat round 98 without it, as you will see at the end of the run. So get Comanche defense during round 58. Round 60, no problem, single BFB gets done by Comanche defense, and yeah, not too difficult at all. So what I do here is I get Deadly Precision on the top sniper. Make sure you have auto start off before 63, we will be using the ability, so just make sure that you have it off so you can prepare. So we can't afford supply drop before 63. So the first wave of 63, no abilities. Let the mini Comanches deal with it. Then slow it down, second wave. Blast size first ability. No problems there. And then third wave, blast size, second ability. The psychic one, whatever it is. I'm not sure if this is strictly necessary, but you should definitely do it, just to make sure that you don't run out of spikes at the end. You can turn auto start back on after 63. These next few rounds are just super chill, nothing really happens. Get Deadly Precision on the sniper, you should already have done that. I'm not sure if it's necessary, but just get it. It doesn't change anything, you'll still beat the map super easy, so yeah, you'll see me get it here pretty soon. So Deadly Precision, anytime before 67 is fine. If you want to be particularly, cheeky, you could probably get by without buying it, but I would just recommend doing it, because that's how I beat the map. And yeah, now we're just going to save up for Comanche Commander, so I'll see you then. Welcome back. Round 79, you should be just about able to afford the Comanche Commander. And yeah, that makes the next 10 rounds super easy, literally hands-free. Get main Moab on your top sniper when you can. And now we're just going to save up for Permaspike, so I'll see you guys then. So during round 88, you should be able to get Permaspike, get it as soon as you can, because we want it to start making those Permaspikes as quickly as possible in preparation for the final rounds. And yeah, now the final guy that we want to upgrade is that second sniper. He's going to be the elite sniper, like I said earlier. Round 90. I don't know if I use the ability. You do not need it because Permaspike would just maul the DDTs. So you don't need to worry about it at all. I blast the ability there. You don't need to really care about it. The DDTs barely take any damage, to be honest with you. They just get sucked in by the Permaspike. Turn auto start back on. You don't need to turn it off for any of these rounds because this strat is super easy and simple, so that's why I'm using it. So yeah, just chill. No abilities at the moment. We will need them for 98, but yeah, that's the only round you're going to need size abilities. So supply drop when you can on the second sniper. Make sure he's on first, by the way, and the top sniper's on strong. Very important. '93 has some DDTs, but again, they just get completely sucked in. I know it looks scary on 94, you've got like 4 ZOMGs already halfway through the map, but it's really not a problem. Comanche defense does a lot of work the further along the track they are for some reason. Like, Permaspike does not have that many pops quite yet. Even the deadly spikes had like 300 pops with like 70 rounds into the game, so don't worry too much about it. 95 again looks scary because DDTs. You can blast the ability if you want. It doesn't actually do anything, so you don't need to. Just don't blast them, honestly. 95 you can get elite sniper, get it immediately, and then make sure you set the targeting back to first. Extremely important. Elite sniper to first, and yeah, we're chill now. Elite sniper is going to let us beat 98 because we actually cannot beat round 98 on this map without the elite sniper. And that's mainly because the thing with Comanche defense with Pursuit is it follows the super ceramics that come out of the Moabs instead of actually shooting the Moabs, if that makes sense. So with elite sniper you clean up the super ceramics and let the Comanche commander deal with the BFBs and such. 97, blast the ability when they get in range. You don't actually need to do that. I recommend you don't, but you can with no problem. Make sure you upgrade your sub to a 030 in the meanwhile. As soon as you can, blast your first ability on 98. And then when the BFBs make it around the first bend, blast the second ability. And there you go, 98 destroyed. Get 042 on your sub during round 99. Then big round 100, there's the bad. Use your ability whenever you want. Use this first strike whenever the hell you want. Does not matter. Yeah, I used it early on. And yeah, it's not a problem at all. The bad's going to pop right before the spikes, which is nice. DDTs get sucked in by Psy. And the ZOMG gets rolled. Permaspike for the win. But yeah, we got carried by Comanche Commander and saved by Elite Sniper, so yeah. Hope you enjoyed.